Imagine standing at the bottom of a giant open pit mine. The walls stretch hundreds of meters above you, the roads spiral endlessly into the distance, and around you, machines larger than houses move continuously through clouds of dust and rock. At first glance, it feels almost impossible. Impossible that machines this large can move. Impossible that humans can build them. Impossible that entire mountains can slowly disappear because of their work. Yet every day, across the world, some of the largest machines humanity has ever created operate deep inside enormous open pit mines. Machines capable of moving hundreds of tons at a time. Machines consuming fuel at astonishing rates. Machines so large that the people operating them often look microscopic by comparison. And behind their incredible size lies an extraordinary story of engineering, logistics, and industrial power. Because modern civilization depends on these giants, far more than most people realize. The hidden world beneath modern civilization, most people never think about where raw materials come from. We use smartphones, cars, computers, buildings, electrical systems, batteries, and countless other products every day. But hidden behind modern life is a simple reality. Nothing can be manufactured without materials: copper, iron, gold, lithium, coal, rare earth elements. All of them must first be extracted from the earth. And in many cases, that process begins inside an open pit mine. These enormous excavations are among the largest human-made structures on the planet. Some are so vast they can be seen from space. Entire landscapes are reshaped, mountains are removed, millions of tons of material are moved every year, and none of it would be possible without an army of gigantic machines operating around the clock. Because mining at this scale isn't simply excavation. It's industrial engineering on a colossal scale, and among all the machines inside a mine, none are more impressive than the giants that perform the actual digging. The excavators that eat mountains. If open pit mining has a symbol, it is the giant excavator. These machines are designed for one purpose: moving enormous quantities of earth as efficiently as possible. Some hydraulic mining excavators weigh hundreds of tons. Others become so large they resemble moving industrial buildings. Their giant booms stretch high into the air. Their buckets can hold enough material to fill multiple family cars in a single scoop, and they operate continuously, hour after hour, day after day. Their movements appear slow, almost graceful, but appearances can be misleading, because every bucket load represents an immense amount of force. Hydraulic systems generate extraordinary power. Massive cylinders move structures weighing dozens of tons, and operators must control all of it with remarkable precision. The challenge is not simply digging, it's digging safely, efficiently, and continuously, because every minute lost affects an entire industrial chain. Some mining excavators can move more material in a single day than entire construction crews could move in weeks. Digging is only the first step, because once rock is removed, it must somehow be transported, and that's where another giant enters the story. The trucks that look impossible. The first time most people see a mining haul truck, they assume the scale is misleading. It isn't. These vehicles are among the largest trucks ever built. Some stand taller than a 2-story house. Their tires alone can be significantly taller than an adult human. Climbing into the cab can feel more like boarding a building than entering a vehicle. And yet, these giants move constantly throughout mining operations, transporting rock, ore, soil, and waste material. Every trip matters. Every load contributes to the productivity of the mine. The engineering challenges are extraordinary. The vehicles must carry immense weight, operate on steep roads, survive harsh environments, and function reliably for years. Their engines produce astonishing amounts of power. Their braking systems manage incredible forces, and their suspensions absorb punishment that would destroy ordinary vehicles. Yet despite their size, they are only one piece of a much larger system. Because before trucks can move material, the rock itself must often be broken apart. Some haul trucks can carry hundreds of tons in a single load, more than the weight of many passenger aircraft. The explosions that reshape the earth. Mining is not always a matter of digging. Sometimes the rock is simply too strong, too dense, too difficult to remove efficiently. That's when drilling and blasting operations begin. Specialized drilling rigs create deep holes throughout the mining area. Engineers carefully calculate explosive placement, timing, depth, and sequence. Every detail matters. Because the goal is not destruction, the goal is control. Controlled fragmentation, controlled movement, controlled excavation. Then comes the blast, a carefully planned release of energy capable of breaking apart enormous volumes of rock within seconds. The ground shakes, dust rises into the sky, entire sections of earth transform before your eyes. It's one of the most dramatic moments in modern industry, a reminder of the immense forces involved in resource extraction. And yet, the explosion is only the beginning, because broken rock still needs to be processed. Some mining blasts release enough energy to be detected by seismic monitoring systems hundreds of kilometers away. And once the rock has been blasted apart, another hidden network of giant machines takes over. The machines that never stop moving. Most people imagine mining as excavators and trucks, but some of the most important equipment barely moves at all. Conveyor systems, crusher plants, material processing facilities. These machines form the industrial bloodstream of a mine. Crusher systems break giant rocks into smaller pieces. Conveyors transport material across enormous distances. Sorting systems separate valuable ore from waste. And everything must operate continuously, because interruptions are expensive, very expensive. A single failure can impact entire production chains, which is why modern mines increasingly resemble automated industrial ecosystems. Sensors monitor performance. Control systems track operations. Engineers analyze data in real time. The mine becomes something larger than individual machines. It becomes a giant interconnected system. One machine feeds another. One process depends on the next. And efficiency becomes the key to survival. Some conveyor systems stretch for many kilometers, moving material continuously day and night without interruption. The biggest machines on land, and then there are the true giants. The machines that seem almost impossible to exist. Bucket wheel excavators, draglines, mega shovels. Some are among the largest land vehicles ever created. Their dimensions challenge imagination. Their weight reaches thousands of tons. Their construction requires extraordinary engineering expertise. A bucket wheel excavator can continuously remove vast quantities of material using a giant rotating wheel equipped with multiple buckets. The machine moves slowly, almost imperceptibly, yet over time it can transform entire landscapes. Draglines operate with giant booms and cables capable of moving huge volumes of earth. Some booms stretch farther than many buildings are tall. Watching these machines work feels surreal. Human beings become tiny points moving around mechanical giants. Scale becomes difficult to comprehend, and that's precisely what makes them so fascinating, because they represent engineering pushed toward extremes. Not for luxury, not for comfort, but for raw industrial capability. Some bucket wheel excavators are so large that crews need internal stairways and elevators simply to move around inside them. Perhaps the most remarkable thing about mining isn't the machines themselves. It's what happens when all of them operate together. The industrial ecosystem of a modern mine. A modern open pit mine is far more than a collection of giant machines. It is a coordinated industrial ecosystem. Excavators dig. Trucks transport, drills prepare blasts, conveyors move material, crushers process rock, engineers monitor operations, technicians maintain equipment, control centers analyze data. Everything works together. Every machine depends on another. Every delay creates consequences. Every improvement creates value. The result is one of the most complex industrial operations on Earth. An operation hidden far from most cities, yet deeply connected to modern life. Because every smartphone, every vehicle, every electrical system, every building depends on materials extracted through these enormous industrial networks. And behind those materials stand the machines making it possible. Open pit mining may not be visible to most people, but it quietly powers much of the modern world. And behind every mine operate some of the largest and most powerful machines humanity has ever built. Machines capable of moving mountains, reshaping landscapes, and extracting the resources that make modern civilization possible. From giant excavators to colossal haul trucks to bucket wheel giants that seem almost impossible to comprehend, these machines represent engineering at its most extreme. Not because they are elegant, not because they are beautiful, but because they solve one of humanity's oldest challenges, obtaining the resources needed to build the future. And when viewed from the bottom of an open pit mine, surrounded by machines larger than buildings, it's impossible not to feel a sense of awe, because few places reveal the scale of human engineering quite like this. Which mining machine impressed you the most? The giant excavators? The massive haul trucks? The enormous draglines, or the unbelievable bucket wheel excavators? Let us know in the comments, but mining machines aren't the only giants built by human engineering, because on the oceans, another class of machines moves billions of dollars of cargo across the planet every day. The insane engineering behind modern cargo ships.